Get ready, fight fans. We're diving headfirst into the explosive world of the UFC with massive matchups and behind-the-scenes drama. Renato Moicano is stepping back into the octagon, but this time, his biggest challenge might be coming from inside his own legendary gym. Plus, we're breaking down the DraftKings picks that could make you a winner, and uncovering shocking roster cuts that are shaking up the fight world. You don't want to miss this one. Hit that like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss a second.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Renato Moicano's next fight is creating waves, and not just in the octagon. This Saturday at UFC Vegas 115, Renato Moicano faces Duncan in the main event, a matchup made unique by one crucial fact. Both fighters train at the elite American top team. This shared gym environment has led to some unusual dynamics, with Moicano revealing that the team wasn't entirely unified in their support, creating a confusing situation. Moicano described how some teammates helped Duncan while others supported him, highlighting the delicate balance of competing against a fellow gym member. While teammate versus teammate fights can be awkward, it's not unprecedented at a massive camp like ATT, especially considering Duncan himself recently went through a similar situation fighting fellow ATT member Mateusz Rebecki. With Moicano's number 10 ranking on the line and Duncan aiming for a top 10 spot, this fight is packed with stakes, regardless of their gym affiliations. Fans are buzzing about the internal gym drama and how it will play out in the fight, with many speculating about the unique training dynamics involved. Can this internal gym conflict spill over into fight night? Get ready for our DraftKings picks that could help you win big. Want to dominate your DraftKings lineup for UFC Vegas 115? We've got you covered. This week's DFS preview dives deep into the fights, with a special focus on the main event between Renato Moicano and Duncan. We're analyzing their salaries, Vegas odds, and fighter breakdowns to give you the edge. Moicano, a veteran fighter nearing 37, faces a tough test against the surging Duncan, who's on a 4-fight win streak and impressed with wins over Terrance McKinney and Mateusz Rebecki. The analysis suggests Duncan might have a strength advantage, and with 3 of his last 5 fights ending in round 1, this one could be a quick one. We also break down the Virna Jandiroba versus Tabatha Ricci bout, an intriguing matchup of grapplers where Ricci might have a slight edge in clinch situations. Plus, we spotlight the highly-touted prospect Abdulrakhman Yakhyaev and offer picks for every fight on the card, including Ethan Ewing versus Rafael Estevam and many more. Fantasy players are already dissecting the salaries and odds, looking for value plays and potential upsets to build their winning lineups. Will Duncan live up to the hype and secure a big win? But first, let's talk about a fighter with the fastest finishes but no bonuses. How can Terrance McKinney hold the UFC's shortest average fight time but still be waiting for his first bonus? Let's find out. Terrance McKinney is a whirlwind of action in the UFC, known for ending fights in the blink of an eye. His average fight time is astonishingly low, yet the performance bonuses that usually accompany such quick finishes have eluded him. We're exploring the reasons behind this unusual statistic and what it means for his career trajectory. McKinney joins us to discuss his explosive knockout wins, his place in UFC history for speed, and his thoughts on the bonus system. He's aiming for bigger wins, and of course, those coveted bonuses that recognize exceptional performances. With his unique ability to finish fights rapidly, fans are eager to see if he can translate that raw talent into consistent accolades and climb the ranks. The UFC community is debating McKinney's situation, with many fans feeling he deserves more recognition for his thrilling performances. Will McKinney finally snag that elusive bonus? And speaking of fighters on the chopping block, we've got some massive UFC roster cuts to reveal. The UFC is making some tough decisions, and 3 fighters are out, including the husband of a strawweight champion. In a significant roster shakeup, the UFC has released Antonio Trocoli, Bruna Brasil, and Luana Carolina. Antonio Trocoli, notably the husband of UFC Strawweight champion Mackenzie Dern, faced a challenging path to the octagon and struggled to find consistent success, ending his UFC tenure with an 0-4 record. Bruna Brasil, despite some highlight reel moments, also couldn't maintain consistency, finishing with a 3-5 record. Luana Carolina showed talent, but was hampered by multiple missed weight incidents, ultimately leading to her release despite a respectable 6-4 record. These releases highlight the UFC's stringent standards for performance and consistency. Trocoli's journey was particularly notable due to his connection to Dern and his past issues with drug tests. Brasil's release comes after a career that included an upset win over Molly McCann. Carolina's departure was largely attributed to her repeated struggles with the scale, a critical factor in fighter management. Fans are discussing the impact of these cuts, especially Trocoli's release given his marriage to Mackenzie Dern, and speculating on the future careers of the released fighters. Who will be the next to face the UFC's chopping block? Stick around for our full recap and closing thoughts. And that's a wrap on today's explosive UFC rundown. We saw Renato Moicano facing internal gym drama, dissected the top DraftKings picks for UFC Vegas 115, explored Terrance McKinney's record-breaking finishes without bonuses, and revealed shocking UFC roster cuts. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, and drop a comment with your thoughts. Follow us on all socials for more fight news and analysis.